Sorry, Ethel.
Well, thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Ethel had said something about the TV stations. It's WOW Channel 10 and Comcast Channel 12. We'd also...
Sorry.
That's
Yep,
okay.
That's my fault. Thank you.
Yep, and we would like everybody to update your Grozeal Connect app. If you have GI Connect on your phone, you're going to get the bridge information. You're going to get community information. We've only had a small fraction of people that had the app actually go and re-download it. iPhones and Androids both add the GI Connect app. Thank you, Miss Wendy Kearney, school liaison.
Okay.
They're all coming back, aren't they, soon?
Yeah. Well, like Kim said, unfortunately, this summer is coming to an end. But even though we still have a little bit of summer left, I know the high school is in definitely full swing. Football, cross country, tennis, marching band, and I mean, just to name a few, have been practicing and getting ready for the new school year. I know that the high school picked the theme for homecoming, which is cartoons this year. So SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, Phineas and Ferb, and Charlie Brown are the four for
You know which
them.
grades have what?
I do. No, they already picked. Yeah, no, they
Had
picked.
Charlie Brown.
I have to. I don't know.
Say.
Well, no. I mean, no.
Secret.
No. Right? No. So anyway, yep. So well, and I know because we have to design the shirts for PAT for the elementary school kids. But what else? School starts September 3rd. It's a half a day for everybody. I know that the teacher assignments and all that good stuff will be on Parent Connect on Monday, this coming Monday. And then Park Lane will have their open house Wednesday, August 28th. And then Meridians will be just a week later, which is Wednesday, September 4th for open house. And then PAT, we will be doing our spirit wear, so that will be going out so we can get ready for homecoming and paint the town red. So look for that as well. Get your orders in. And I think that's all I have for the schools.
When's the first day of school again?
The 3rd.
The 3rd.
Half a day.
Keep your eye out for the buses and the foot traffic and the bicycles and all that, and give yourself an extra couple of minutes. Thank you.
Yep.
We have one action item tonight. It goes back to voting and approving the Halloween party at Centennial Farms on October 19th. I'm going to do a roll call, starting with Greg, a yay or nay. We need these. Yeah, what do you want to know?
Is the rec department?
Yes. Yes.
It's coming out of the rec department.
Yes. Budget.
Okay, we do have a budget.
Yes.
I apologize.
No, it's all right.
I'm sure people out there probably don't know. So there's a budget. We're just approving the budget and to have it, correct?
In order to go to the LLCC so we can have beverages, it has to be approved at a commission level.
Yes.
So
I'm for it. That's fine.
So yay, that is?
Yes. Yay.
Karen, thank you.
Yay.
Kevin? Yay from me. Wendy?
Yes.
Rich?
What is the layout of the party? Is it like a tent?
When you come into the, I don't want to give a lot away, but when you come into the farms, you know, all that grass that sits there to the right of the gate, you can put 80, 90, maybe 100 cars in there. And we're going to have a hayride that's going to pick you up right where that parking lot is. It's going to bring you up the road, drop you off by the rec building. We decided to put some of us had discussed, because the Festival Commission is going to help with this too, but since we meet more, we have booked TJ Monty for DJ and dancing and stuff. And at first I thought, let's put it out in the tent. And then I thought, Karen and I met the other day out there, and we both said it would be better in the building, because we filed, it is a township event. So the noise ordinances go a little later than if it was like a grad party or something like that. You know, I'm not going to start putting hours out there. But so when they drop you off, we'll have the dancing inside the building. There's a 20 by 40 tent going outside where there's going to be food and high tops to hang out and stuff like that. The pavilion will be decorated, and we will have a recreational, there you go, Duncan, a recreational fire at the big pit over there. So yeah, it's not the hangar, but it's going to be really cool. And if there's one thing I know how to do.
I know I was at a party there for I think it was for the school commission.
Education Foundation?
Yeah, and it was a pretty big event with the band and everything. So, but yeah. So
Yeah,
is it up to me right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm for it as long as it's within all the regulations.
Yes, sir. Start working on that costume, Burt Reynolds. Hi, Miss Ethel. Yay or nay on the Halloween party?
Chad, is there still that 11 o'clock time for the noise for the neighborhood?
If it's a township event, I mean, people are going to call anyways because it's right in a neighborhood. We can go a little later. But if it's, like I said, if it's a grad party or something like that, the noise ordinance, it's a fundraiser for the recreation department. The $25 per ticket is going to the rec. It's not going to be designated for an ice rink or for this or for that. It's going just to the recreation department. And us as a commission, we can disperse those funds as seen. So, yeah, it's not going to go till 1 or 2 in the morning at all. All right.
Ed, can I add one thing?
I was a little wishy-washy on that one, wasn't I?
Braithall is maybe watching.
Yeah, I've talked to John.
So he'll monitor the noise level, I'm sure, and we'll keep John happy.
That's
Second thing
absolutely.
is, Peter Kantz is on his way. He'll be here in about 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's why we decided it would be better to move the music and stuff in the building. When the Education Foundation did all theirs, Al was all outside. And so everybody it's a Halloween party. Come and join us. I mean, it's just going to be a good event. So, Ethel, that was a yay?
Pardon?
Is that a yes?
Yeah, well, they're going to have a few people I know that are going to complain about anything. So,
yeah, we get complaints about a lot of things. Those fireworks are so loud. Okay, so Jim, yay or nay? You can vote on this. All right, good. That was a yes. I guess that's a yes. Yeah.
Is that a yes, Ethel? Is that a yes?
I didn't hear what you said, huh?
Are you voting yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. That being said, it looks like it was approved. We have no discussion items. Now we're at extended public comment, but I see Mr. Peter Kantz is in the room, so would you like to come on up and give us your Sunrise Park improvement plan?
I'm really not prepared to do that.
Introduce yourself, please.
Peter Kantz, 22119 West River Road. Somebody was supposed to send me an agenda, and they didn't do it, so I didn't know I was on tonight.
I was sick last week.
But we did talk about 2 weeks ago, and I said, yeah, I'd be more happy to do it, but I didn't bring anything to really present. However, I can verbally go through it.
That's fine.
And if you can ask me any questions you want, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I was here about a year ago, I think it was, when I presented what the Grosse Ile Nature and Land Conservancy would like to do down at that park, and that pretty much followed what Wade Trim had put down for the township as a plan for that park about 2.5 years ago. The township actually paid, I think, Wade Trim about $10,000 to come up with a concept for that park. And since then, we've been working towards that concept. We put in the retaining walls down there, which allow us to do a lot of things that are in that concept plan. We also put in the kayak slide, which is part of that plan. The parts that we're looking at doing in the future are the ADA walkway that leads down to an observation platform, and there was also things like foot wash and water fountains, and we've added, in our plan, we've added a restroom facility down there so that the residents would have a sanitary restroom down there that they could use. Our plans for that are sort of on hold until two things happen. One of them is the drain down there has to be fixed, and I understand that the township has now approved the funds to fix that drain down there, and that should be done in the next couple of months. That was one of the things. The other thing was a parks ordinance. About a year ago, Jim Nelson and Kim and I and Dale Reum and Brian Borden and John Schweikert met to discuss what a park is. And that park is located in a residential area. That area is zoned residential, but parks are allowed in a residential area. So the question is, what's a park? Well, the township doesn't have a park ordinance. So they decided they would create a parks ordinance, and it would take about 3 or 4 months. That was 10 months ago. And I don't know what the status of that parks ordinance is right now. As far as I know, it's still being developed. So until we really have a good parks ordinance that tells us what a park should be, what we can put in a park, we're sort of on hold before we go out and start doing any engineering work, any real architectural plans and things like that. What I presented to you about a year ago was a sketch that I had made up, and it showed the ADA path, it showed the observation platform, it showed the restroom, and it showed a stairway down to the beach area. Those are the things we're planning on doing, but they need to be, a little more firmed up before we actually start going out for bids or anything like that. We'd also have to go to the Planning Commission to get approval for it. or we bypass the planning commission and go straight to the township board. You guys have already said that's what you want, you liked it, the idea was real good, and we should go forward with it. So that's what we've been doing. We don't have 100% of the funding yet. We have maybe 50% of the funding we would need for that. So that's where we're at with it right now. Do you have any questions?
I do.
Okay.
The bathroom facility, was that the picture that I still have at home with the cool the solar decks panels on the top of it? And do you remember you showed me?
Yeah. There was that was one of the concepts. Correct. Yes. What we're thinking about now is making it so the outside appearance of it looks similar to the train depot, the museum, with that type of block and stuff like that. So it sort of fits in with the rest of the environment. For the most part, it would be hidden behind the berm. Probably wouldn't even see it from the road for the most part. I don't know exactly what they're going to do to that berm when they fix the sewer, so that's a question that's up in the air right now. So until that sewer is fixed and they've leveled that area off and taken down some of the berm and things like that, it's hard to really come up with a firm concept. So that, as soon as that's done, hopefully in the next few months, we'll be able to start firming things up. Yes, Jim.
Peter, I want to move this along. Obviously, I didn't realize that it's been that many months since we talked about the ordinance. Do you want me to talk to Dale about it tomorrow? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, go ahead. I know Dale's been in conversations with Uda, who's the liaison for the Planning Commission.
I'll get it rolling tomorrow with Dale.
Yeah, good.
Thanks.
If you want me to sit down with you and Dale, I'd be more than happy to do that as well. Okay. As far as, some people talked about public input for that park. There have been several public input sessions over the last couple years, and I've given Kim the information on that. And we've had, dozens and dozens of people show up. If you were involved in that area when the township first got it from Wayne County, you'll remember that we had probably between 75 and 100 people down there cleaning that area up that one day. And it's been really a community-based project for the last 8 years or so, cleaning it up, putting in the stairway. That was an Eagle Scout project by one of our Boy Scouts here on the island. So it's really been a community activity that a lot of different groups have participated in.
I would hope that Kim and possibly myself would be involved with this park ordinance, seeing as how we are the Parks and Recreation Commission. And it seems like we could get a template from some other community to maybe look at theirs and just see. I mean, I know it's a water park, so that's going to be different. Yeah.
We're really just looking for a general parks ordinance. It doesn't have to be specific to Sunrise Park, because there's going to be other parks on the island. There are other parks on the island, and for some reason there was never a parks ordinance. So when you go to when we went to the Planning Commission to find out what we could do down there, that's when they suggested, well, what we really need is a parks ordinance. And we're still waiting for that parks ordinance. But I know Kim's looked into other parks ordinance from other cities and townships, and there's a lot of them. Every township has one basically, and it'd be pretty easy to come up with one for our community. But any help you can get, to move this thing along would be great. I'm not going to say we're not going to do anything until we get a parks ordinance, because that may take forever, the way things have been moving. I've been a little frustrated about that.
Need to make sure we stay on top of the drain issue, and I'll do that with Kim. See, if we can get that
10 minutes or 10 months is a little. That's just
quick as possible.
Uncalled for. Yeah. We're good.
Okay,
Thank you, Peter.
Good. Thank you.
Peter.
Thanks for everything you
Thank
guys
you.
do, too. I mean, you're making it look beautiful down there, and we've utilized it a few times. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, that being said, where are we? Any extended public comment? Greg, you got anything you want to mention? No. Karen?
I'm good.
You good? Kevin? I'm good. Wendy?
I'm good.
Rich?
Why, yes, I do have some.
I figured. I know you got a big gig coming up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, before the big golf outing for the rec department on the 21st of September, I want everybody to remember that we've got the Grosse-Ile Firefighters Association 7th annual golf outing on September 14th. That is going to be at West Shore Country Club, and the price for golf on that is $110 per player, with a steak dinner 18 holes of golf. We are having a car giveaway on this one, and not to one up you.
You can't.
But we're going to have a lot of wonderful raffle items, some high-end golf clubs, golf bag, etc., along with door prizes and stuff like that. Longest drive, closest to pin, the usual stuff that you find at these kinds of outings. But if you could dig into your pocketbooks, and we are accepting donations. You can sponsor a hole for $75. You can do corporate sponsorships for between $150 and $500. So if you're a corporation and you have funds available for donation, we are a 501c3, and we can give you all the paperwork needed. So give us a hand on that. We'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Is there anywhere to find your list of donors or sponsors that you have for this event? I just like to see who's giving, and who's giving you the car.
Well, with the car, the way that works is I'm going through Gorno on that. They will supply a car. We give them a certain amount of money, and it's basically an insurance policy, because the odds are it's very hard to hit a hole-in-one. So they're gambling that nobody's going to hit a hole-in-one. Mm-hmm. And if somebody does hit the hole-in-one, well, the insurance policy covers the cost of the car, and it's going to be a 2-year lease on a car. Most likely. We haven't worked out the final detail on that, but it's typically a 2-year lease that you win, and that's how that works.
Nice. Thank you. Ethel, anything you want to bring? Anything else?
No, thank you.
Jim?
Yeah. Can you tell me where the proceeds from the money you make from this go?
Yeah, the proceeds go for the operations of the Fire Association.
Thanks.
Kim, anything? You good? I want to say hi to Phyllis and Angela. Jennifer, don't forget to volunteer and do good with your community. Our next meeting is Thursday, September 26th. With that, I would like a motion to, what time is that? Somebody adjourn the meeting at 6:47.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Ethel. Second? Yay, Karen. All in favor? Yes.
Yay.
Thank you. Good night.
September 27th.
What?